Yeah, that's about the best return I'm going to get on.
Here he comes.
Got him. That's a good one. That's a heavy fish.
Oh, jeez Louise.
That's a heavy fish there. Now, the net.
You need a net!
Would almost be a necessity here.
My gosh!
That's.
Look at that fish, John!
Some of the fish we're looking for.
Holy mackerel!
7 like that would put you somewhere.
Wow! 16-inch fish.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, every bit of it. See how thick he is across the back. I'd say that's your 170, 180, every bit of it.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
Dude, what a tank, John.
That should be number 2, but
Take a bow.
that'll work.
Man, that'll work. What's going on, John?
What's going on? Playing with some tackle.
Oh man, hey, nice to meet you, dude.
Nice to meet you.
I'm very excited to fish with you, especially someone that's won a championship on this particular lake.
Yeah, we got lucky. Blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
Oh my goodness, you're being humble, but this is what's considered Truman, your home lake, correct?
Yeah, this is the home lake. This is where I cut my teeth, was on this lake.
Yeah.
So I got to learn from the best of the best on this lake.
You know what? That is a fair statement, because I told Charlie Bunting, who I know you know, I said this lake was either designed by a crappie fisherman or a boat repairman.
Yeah, they both stay busy here. I can promise you.
I can imagine, but you've got the best of the best in this particular area where they practice every day or they guide every day. I mean, we've got Kyler Beckman.
Yep, he just won a big tournament. So
yeah, just this last weekend.
Congratulations on that, by the way. That was an awesome win.
Matt Rogers.
Yeah.
Charlie and Travis Bunning and Mike Baker.
And Mike Baker. Mike's always hanging around up there. Him and Charlie always hang around up there.
They've got themselves like a crappie compound in the woods here at Truman Lake, and it's just a great community here, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone here is friendly. I mean, we camp in the same campground as those guys.
Yeah.
That's really good you brought that up. Everyone around here is more than willing to help at all times.
Yeah, the camaraderie of this lake is just, it's unmatched, I believe.
Yeah, and the like you just said, it's unmatched, and we've got the best of the best anglers around here, like you just said. And the one thing I want to note about all these guys, if you're having graft problems, if you're having tackle problems, or they would give you a rod if it snapped. I mean, those guys, they'd give you the shirt off their back. And if you ever see them, approach them.
Yeah.
Ask them questions. I mean, that's
highly
what I did.
approachable.
Oh, very much so. Charlie, get in your boat and work your graph over if you need him to. So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the presentation going to be today? We've got a little bit of wind.
Yeah, it's going to be as slow. We're going to get this boat steady. We're going to point it into the wind. And we're going to be slow and steady till we catch a couple fish. After I catch a couple, we can see how they act. The lake has been frozen, just a little bit of ice, a lot of ice.
Yeah.
And we've had wind, we've had sun, we've had everything necessary to finally get out here and play around in it.
Right.
But we're going to start slow, and then if we can, I'd like to pitch some baits out to these fish.
Ooh, I like that.
But it's murky. It's tough for those fish to see that moving bait.
Right.
We'll just have to see how they act.
Okay.
We'll just scope them and see what happens.
Very nice. And I think you got a recipe for me that you're kind of proud of, right?
Yeah, I stopped by my mom's and I said, hey, I need a recipe.
Okay.
She knows how to make it.
Okay, she does.
And I could try to recite it. It wouldn't be right.
Okay.
Well, it's Mama G's Baked Crappie.
Mama G's Baked Crappie.
Baked Crappie. And the handwriting is very far from mine as well.
Okay.
Her handwriting is very good.
When we get to the eat portion of this, we're going to break that out and break it down. Sound good?
Sounds great.
But we got to catch them first, right?
We got to catch them first.
And this looks like the boat that can do it. The Big Yield boat.
Yep, let's hope it can do it.
Big Yield. Now, is that a farming sponsor?
They sell ag products to farmers all across the United States.
Yeah.
They've got herbicides and all these different things. They're big in the organic market. They're kind of getting, that's becoming a bigger push, and these guys got products from top to bottom.
Yeah.
John Ortiz over there at Big Yield, you can visit them on their website, bigyield.us. Those guys can hook you up in no time. They'll know what you need, they'll go travel to you, they'll talk with you. Great people.
Well, what a great sponsor, kind of outside of the box.
Yeah,
Am I right?
Yeah, it started with a family friend of ours, a man was named Bill Cook. He was a business mentor, he was an older gentleman that just helped me out through life in general.
Yeah.
And I got hooked up with those guys, and he said, you know, there's no fishing world, they can use all the different sponsors we can get. It's not just fishing line, fishing rods, it's all the sponsors, all the help, it's getting your name out there, and you can't find a better community.
Yeah.
You won't find a better community to work with than the fishing.
And talk about their products.
Yep.
I mean, and with, you know, the rise of popularity with, you know, crappie fishing, and, you know, the talent that you possess where you're on these national televised stage, it would be almost silly for someone not to consider sponsoring a crappie fisherman. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And they're like Crappie Masters. There's ACT Crappie Masters, Crappie USA.
Yeah.
These guys that started out as a small TV show, and then this industry is booming.
Yeah.
I think with COVID going on and people not being around big groups and stuff like that, fishing's taking off.
Yeah.
And especially with the sonar and stuff now, it's a great industry to be a part of.
Yeah.
And more people every day are watching it.
And more people are eating them, right? So that's one reason I think the popularity and the COVID, people got outside. You know, there was a meat shortage, you know, at times in the grocery store. So, you know, crappie fishing, we didn't sweat it, did we?
Heck no.
No.
Yeah, we got a freezer full of crappie. We'll be all right.
And we're going to try this Mama G's after we catch a few. So nice to meet you.
Nice
Jon
to meet you.
Gillotte, am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, you hit it right on.
All right.
There's a lot of, I've heard it all.
Okay.
You hit it right on.
Okay, we're going to catch him.
Heck yeah, we will. Believe it or not, that fish is facing down. Got him that time. No, that's not a bad fish. I thought he was.
Ew, he was a TV fish.
Yeah, he was.
But still, what a great return on that. You know, that's a great 12-inch crappie there.
Oh, yeah. That's like chucked full of
Nice.
chucked full of fish like that. I'm excited to see what an actual big fish looks like. We might have to do some live scope adjustments here very soon.
Well, I'm excited about the attitude that fish have. I mean, that was the first fish we found.
Yeah, we're virtually out in the middle of this flat. There's not a piece of wood within 150 yards of us, really. They're just kind of roaming around in this dirty water. They don't necessarily need wood to be on. They just kind of find the depths where it's comfortable and to hang out and school up and chase bait fish. So
Nice.
there'll be a lot more to come with that.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
But this much wind, this is going to be a challenge. Boy, if we were in some clear water seeing these fish, we could absolutely pound them.
That fish is coming in the boat. Here he comes.
Got him. That's not not a giant, but another good fish.
My gosh. 2 fish in 5 minutes. Healthy. Man, that's a good 12 and a half, 13-inch crappie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's borderline tournament fish, you know?
Getting there.
We're getting there.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Now I'm drifting over his head now, so I'll lower it.
Oh, he likes it. He likes it, John.
There he is.
Stuck it.
Oh, that's a big one.
Do I need a net?
Nah, we'll just get him in the old-fashioned. Whoa, we should have got the net. Oh, should have had the net. We should, well, I figured we could just boat flip them, but when they're biting that finicky, boy, that was a big one.
That was a big one.
That was a big one.
That was at least 14, 15 inches.
Every bit of it.
Yeah, good job though. Hey man, these fish are in the right attitude. Forget the wind.
Yeah, we don't, the wind,
Forget the wind. Wind what?
The wind, we don't worry about the wind.
I mean, that's 3 fish. In less than 3, I don't even have the cameras set up. John's putting on a clinic. Oh!
There's these buddy.
Oh my gosh.
There's several of them. See, now a lot of people would dip to that, but
that's a catfish or carp.
See, there's his tail, and there's his head, and you can get a good tail wag out of him.
About 3 feet long.
Yeah, he's a little too big.
But you want those basketballs.
You want a basketball is what you're looking for. That is a gar. As long as that is, that's a gar.
Yeah.
That fish was out in the channel. Boy, that was a stud.
That was a stud.
That was a stud.
That was definitely a crappie too. I saw him. I think we got him on camera. Oh, there we go.
There's a couple of them. They're good fish. These are 12-inch fish, 10, 12-inch fish. Nothing wrong with them. There we go. Just kind of drifted over him. May pop it a couple times, see if I can get his attention, but well, let's see here. A little more to the right.
Oh, he saw it.
Oh yeah.
He got it.
He's on now. Yeah, good eater. Not a giant, but
the crappie crane game with Jon Gillotte.
yeah, the wind game.
Yeah.
It's not a bad fish. Like that's, see, if you're gonna come out here and eat, and you know, you're gonna fish, eat, live, these are the fish you want to eat. You know, that's a decent fish.
Just a little to the left, or right. I saw one right underneath you.
There's,
no, just go a little bit to the right. There's one right underneath the boat. Where did he go? They're just everywhere out here.
Yeah, they're just, there's too many of them.
Yeah.
There's too many fish.
Yeah.
But that's an eating size fish right there. Perfect eating size fish. Oh, come on back. Where did you go? Yeah, see, there's several of them. When I see them in groups like that, it's kind of a plus. It's pros and cons to that. I don't catch a whole lot of my tournament fish in groups. These big fish are kind of solitary fish.
Yeah, he's running.
Yeah, they're kind of solitary. They don't like, you can ask a lot of tournament anglers, you don't see them grouped up very often. You see a big one just kind of doing his own thing. It's almost like he's guarding his territory.
Yeah. Okay.
But in groups, you can also see size. You can learn size there. I mean, you can, if you see 4 fish, you can target the biggest one, see what it looks like, and say, okay, that fish was 10 inches. I need one that's 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
It's got to look a little bigger than that. You just kind of got to play with it.
Yeah, just...
See, and there's a school. That's bait fish, crappie. That's a little bit of everything down there.
Yeah. It's a potpourri.
Yeah. Maybe on this wood there'll be something a little bigger. See if we can get up close to him without spooking him. That troll motor spooked him just a second ago, so anything could happen here. Oh, he hit it immediately. That's another pretty good one.
That's a real good one. Get that fish, man.
That's another pretty good one there.
Beautiful, man. What a healthy specimen.
Oh, yeah.
Truman Lake Wind Schmind. Jon Gillotte putting on a clinic.
Oh yeah, we got a lot more water to cover too. But I will say a tip in the wind. I'm gonna give a really good tip in the wind.
Yeah.
When you're using your rods, your reels, your line, you're going through your setup, and we're fishing in this wind, a lot of rods have a lot of play in the tip. The backbone may be there, but the tip may have some play in it. This rod, it's the Buck's Best Ultralight. It's a rear seat.
Okay.
This rod's got a little stiffer of a tip. So in this wind, especially if we're going nose into it like this, my rod's not whipping around. Everything is stable, and it's got a good backbone, but you just need a little stiffer of a tip. You know, it doesn't have much wobble to it. If I hold it steady, it's steady.
Not like a buggy whip where you cannot control it when you have extreme conditions.
Extreme conditions. Yeah, so this rod's just got a little bit more of a backbone, and in some instances, that's not necessarily what you want. There's a Sam Heaton rear seat. I use it in a 12-foot. It's got the stainless guides. I love the build of the rod. If it's a really light bite, really light, those fish will feel the resistance of a stiffer rod and release that jig. And most of the time, you're actually feeling them spit it out.
Now, I've had tournament champion Brian Young explain to me that he wants a softer tip for a softer hook.
Yep.
If some people use a harder hook or a softer hook, they have to adjust their poles to their hooks on their jigs. Is that correct?
He's 100% correct. And there's only 2 options you got for that.
Yeah.
Your rod tip. And your drag.
Your drag. Okay.
Your drag. So you can adjust both, and they both, in a tournament situation, they both need to be just perfect. After you set the hook on several tournament fish, I like about 1.5 foot of drag. I like to hear that zick, and then that's when you know your hook's buried and you can go on. And I'm missing my net man today, my dad Mike. If he was here, that big fish we had, First off, he'd make sure the net's in the boat.
Okay.
Second off, that fish wouldn't have had a chance. If we see the top of its mouth, my dad, it's in the boat.
Really?
It's in the boat, weighed, and he's telling me to catch a bigger fish in like a minute.
That's
so
cool. And you got to do that on tournaments. It's the law of averages. You got to saw through a bunch of them to, you know, cull the biggest.
Yeah, and you've got to be able to fish areas that you know hold bigger fish, and just like you just said, law of averages. You've just got to keep going and going, and like we are now.
Yeah.
And we caught 2 or 3 nice fish. They're not short, but they're nice fish.
Yeah.
But not tournament fish, and then boom, that fish we lost definitely would have weighed.
Yeah.
Definitely would have been a player in your top 7.
Well, let's find his twin. What do you say?
Yeah, let's search through the wind. Okay, so now we're just gonna move to the left, very little. Boy, that's about as good as it can get.
It's right on his face. Here he comes.
Let's hope.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's about the best return I'm gonna get on
Here
him.
he comes. Got him.
That's a good one. That's a heavy fish.
Oh, jeez Louise.
That's a heavy fish there. Now, the net
You need a net!
would almost be a necessity here.
My gosh!
That's
Look at that fish, John!
some of the fish we're looking for.
Holy mackerel!
7 like that would put you somewhere.
Wow! 16-inch fish.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, every bit of it. See how thick he is across the back. I'd say that's your 170, 180, every bit of it.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
Dude, what a tank, John.
That should be number 2, but
Take a bow.
that'll work.
Man, that'll work.
Made a little bait change.
Okay.
And a rod change. Now we're going to use B&M Gold pole.
Okay.
It's another one of those light rods. It's not as light as the Buck's Best, but it's not the rear seat. It's got a place for me to rest that under my arm. It's a cork handle. I would say it's a tad bit more sensitive. It's probably one of the more sensitive rods B&M has.
Uh-huh.
And that's saying something. But that paired with braid, vicious braid, and then that mono leader. But those fish were kind of sluggish to see those baits. This water is a little dingy. So I'm going to put on an orange head with a platinum and glow muddy water. It's a mini muddy water bait.
Okay.
And that dirty, dirty, dirty water, that glow on that tail, everything about that bait, it's not...
Very nice.
It's got some translucency, but it's that solid glow. I think we can get some more hook sets on these fish.
All right, all right.
I need him and the baits to show up just like that. Now I just need him to cooperate a little bit. I may have to go off the field for that one.
Oh, we got him.
Yep. Another nice one.
Oh, yeah, real nice one.
Yeah. He ate that muddy water. That's where you want it to be. That's where you want it to be.
Nice fish.
Another thick 12, 13-inch fish. Just chuck full of them.
Very cool.
Well, even if this isn't a crappie, it's interested.
Is it? Oh, here it comes. That's a crappie.
Oh my goodness.
Another tank. Another tank.
Oh my goodness. I was just saying, I've dipped down on fish that have looked worse, and another long. That fish doesn't have the build, the tallness, but it's a long, healthy. That's what you want your fish to look like.
Man. I don't know if we want to show any more of these on film. You're going to have an influx to Truman.
Yeah, that's no kidding.
Oh
no kidding.
Gosh. High five on that one, dude.
That'll work.
I don't high five very often. I think it's the first high five I've done on Fish Eat Live. Dude, that's awesome.
We're smacking them now.
Tell me about the job that allows you to do all this.
Yeah, I'm a union operator by trade. I work for the best dirt company in the world, George Shaw, based out of Kansas City. I'm a union operator. I just got my journeymans through them, and a man named Larry Beavers took a chance on me. And he said, you know what, if you're willing to learn, willing to show up to work, I got work for you. And I landed an awesome job with them. I'm good friends with his son, who's probably one of the best dozer operators in the state of Missouri. I got great teachers, thankful as heck to be working with those guys. They're an awesome group of men, and they drag the best out of you.
Yeah.
But from there to home, I have a great mom and a great dad I can go to for anything.
Yeah.
Dad's my fishing partner. My mom she's like my best friend and mom, which is rare to find.
And we're going to find out if she's a good cook with this recipe.
You're going to find out real quick when you bite into it.
Yeah. Any significant others?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend, Callie. She's the best girlfriend I've ever had, probably the best one around. She allows me to come out here and fish.
Best out of 100, you said.
Best out of 100? Yeah, yeah, out of 100. We'll go with that.
We're kidding.
No, yeah.
So tell me about her.
She's from St. Louis.
Yeah.
She come down here from St. Louis, and we met at Missouri State, and now we've been dating for about 2 years now. I've been lucky enough to be dating her for about 2 years. She's a great fishing partner, great life partner to be with. I couldn't imagine being someone else. I'm blessed, and you know what? I've taken her fishing when it's like 25-degree highs, and she's cold, and I know she's cold, and she's back there braving it like a champ. And I've taken her when it's 100 and something, and she's out here fishing in her swimsuit, pre-fishing for tournaments, and we have plenty of boats that want to stop by and wave then. But
oh, yeah.
plenty of boats want to stop by and wave when they see that.
I can imagine.
But no, she's a great fish partner, great life partner. I could not be more thankful than to be where I'm at. And
It's funny how many people that I get to interview that owe a lot to that strong woman that they have in their life that allows you guys to go out and chase your dreams.
Yeah, whenever, I've had some pretty rough tournament times, just even fun fishing times. I mean, fishing can be frustrating.
Yeah.
And along with everything else in life, and fishing is a good representation of that. And to be able to go back and talk to someone, and I mean, don't get me wrong, your parents are great to talk to, your friends, but having that strong, significant other that can look at you and be brutally honest, and it can either it impacts you in a good way, but sometimes you want to hear it, sometimes you don't.
Oh yeah.
And she can distinguish, and she's been there for me through thick and thin, and I could not be happier.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. Drop it down just about 2 inches. Watch. Boom. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't that big.
No.
Oh, but how much fun.
It's addicting, ain't it?
Yeah, it's addicting.
Pretty good day on the water for you?
Oh my gosh, phenomenal. Thank you so much for sharing all this tactical information and talent and your Mama G's recipe.
You're gonna like that.
I like it now.
You're gonna like that.
Gelati, is that Italian?
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah.
with the Parmesan cheese and the baked fish. Yeah, I like it. So, and the shrimp scampi you were talking about. So I think this is gonna be a good recipe.
Oh yeah.
Let's check it out right now.
Yeah. Okay. Mama G's recipe. It's baked crappie. And typically we just fry it.
Okay.
But, this recipe's a little different. She puts butter, and she'll put them in a pan, and she'll put some Pam or something down on the bottom of the pan so they don't stick.
Right.
And then she'll slice up butter, minced garlic.
Okay.
A little bit of garlic salt, and some Cajun seasoning. The seasoning's kind of up to you.
Okay.
Whatever you kind of think's the best. And then that minced garlic really sets it off. It's kind of like a shrimp scampi but with crappie.
Okay, I like that.
And then you bake it, and I don't know the exact temperature. It's Mama G's kind of recipe, but she bakes it, and then right towards the end, with like 2 or 3 minutes left, she'll take some Parmesan cheese and spread it over the top of the whole dish, and then she'll crank it to like 425, 450, or broil even, and just melt that cheese down, kind of like flash bacon.
It makes it a little crispy?
Yeah, it makes it a little crispy, it browns them, and it melts that cheese over the top.
Okay, I'm in.
And bigger fillets are preferred. Typically, I don't necessarily believe in keeping the biggest fish. They don't have to be the giant fish, the trophy fish we should let go. But a 12, 13-inch fish, a couple of those, you want to sneak a couple.
Okay.
Those are the best ones to do it with.
There's a good fish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No problem is I didn't set it on his nose.
There we go.
Oh.
It's a giant.
That's another nice one. Oh, that's barely hooked. Barely hooked.
Fish goes on a wall, dude.
Yeah, it could.
Look at those colors. It's got that pinkish color there. I wonder what that's all about.
It could be multiple things. He could have been down there on the bottom. See, he's got a lot of scum there.
Yeah.
I think dorsal. I mean, that could be scum. He could be down there on the bottom.
Yeah.
There's multiple reasons, but that's why you come to Truman. Fish like that, you know, you don't catch them every day. We've had a great day.
Oh man, we've had a phenomenal day.
And in the wintertime, and it goes like this all the way through deer season. I mean, in the wintertime, people are deer hunting.
Yeah.
I know what I'd rather be doing.
Yeah. Jon Gillotte, man, thank you so much for taking me out today. I mean, this has just
Thanks
been.
for coming.
Hey, dude, this has been so much fun and such a learning experience and entertaining. I mean, I've had a blast. I've been smiling the whole time, hearing stories about your dad and all these sponsors you've got, and man, I can't thank you enough.
Well, I appreciate you coming. It means a lot, getting the word out here. And I mean, this is what it's all about. You can go fishing by yourself and have a good day, but when you go with someone else, I learn something from you, you learn something from me.
Share the knowledge.
And then we'll go with the next guys, and it's just spreading the knowledge.
Well, on behalf of everybody at Fish Eat Live, man, we can't thank you enough for taking time out of your busy schedule and work schedule and life schedule and entertaining us here on the water at Truman. Just about, what is 20 minutes?
20 minutes
from
south of Clinton's where we put in it. Yeah.
Awesome.
There's ramps all over, so.
Hit that subscribe and hit that like button, and God bless.
Thank you so much for watching Fish Eat Live. Our mission is to demonstrate the benefits of the Fish Eat Live lifestyle. We look forward to educating, entertaining, and attracting you to the healthy lifestyle of the great outdoors. We're definitely going to have some wholesome family fun on the water every Sunday at 6 p.m. So hit that subscription and that notification bell because we want you to come be a part of this.